Hi, today I'll be discussing the challenges that we are facing while adopting AI and learning the tool. If you are struggling with learning a specific framework or language, and you also facing issue how you can effectively use AI, this is the video for you. In this video, I'll be showcasing you how to create an Angular app with uh, with AI or without AI. The reason is to tell you how we can effectively start using AI while learning the framework and the language effectively in itself. So without further ado, let's move to the AI part. So basically, we are going to learn Angular AI era. So prior to this AI era, we were like having only one way of doing it. We were knowing the language and we were typing it on our own. Then comes the coding assistants like Copilot and this and that, and it really help us create or complete a function using autocomplete. But with the advent of Claude Code and now Codex and these AI tools, the whole paradigm of AI and the development is changed. The mental model is shifted, but it's not very easy to cope up with it, because if you are not very well versed in the language or the framework itself, it would be very hard to use AI in itself. So my approach will be to showcasing you how to use it traditionally and then how AI can be used effectively. This way, you will develop a mental model and you will not only learn AI tools, but you will be learning the framework and the language itself. So with this being said, and one more thing, I will not be treating AI is like a magic wand. Instead, I'll be using the AI tool as an automation tool. So our prime focus would be to learn the language on our own manually, and then use AI as an automation tool to pace up our task. So this is the mental model and the approach we are going to follow. So with this being said, let's just move forward. What is Angular? Angular is a powerful front-end framework, basically, and which we use to build like dynamic, scalable, high-performance websites. And it provides features like components, routing, and the data binding and dependency injection. We will be discussing in detail in future videos or slides. But prior to this, you need to have Node.js installed with you, and you need to have VS Code installed with you, because using npm tool we are going to set up or use the Angular. Now comes the real part. First, I'll be doing it using without AI. So let's just open VS Code. We are going to use VS Code. So let me just open the code. For VS Code, I've just opened code. Let me just open the terminal. And here you can see we have a command known as npm install dash g at Angular CLI. I am just showcasing it to you so you get to know how we can achieve it using like without AI. So let's just type in over here npm install dash g at the rate Angular slash CLI. So it's going to install the Angular CLI globally. I do have, I already have it installed. So I'll quickly show you once it's done. And in the meantime, let me just navigate to a folder where I'm going to create this specific project. So hopefully it's taking a while. So bear with me. And in the meantime, let's just quickly see those commands. So we have with us like npm command, which we are going to use and install the Angular CLI globally. Then comes the ng command, which we'll be using to see what are the further commands within the ng we can use, like version, help, or etc. Okay. So in the meantime, you can see like this have already installed, and you can see it just like change packages are there and certain packages are looking for funding. So with this being done, let's just use ng help. So the reason is to show you once npm install is there. So how can the ng help will help you. Let's just wait for a while. It should bring certain commands. I'm waiting for this. It should bring the commands. Okay, so now we have these commands. So what we are going to do, we are going to see the version, like what is the CLI version. So you can see that Angular CLI version is 21.2 and the Node.js is 22.2. So with this package being available to us, let's just use a new command. So let's just first navigate to a folder which I'm already using for myself. Let me just clear it up. So we are inside a folder of Angular and we are going to use a command ng new, and then we are going to give the folder name ng new and angular dash without dash AI. So I'm going to use this and it's taking a while. I'll be keeping the default options for now. Uh, so I'm not allowing anything. One thing I'll be choosing over here because in parallel we'll be using Claude. So instead of like keeping it without AI, just using this Claude over here, and let just let it get created. And in the meantime, quickly see what other commands we have. So I'll be quickly showcasing you that you can see a folder is already being created over here. It's taking a while to install the packages. So we have our project installed. So let's just open it up here. Let me just open the folder, and this the without air folder is here. So you can see we have our code being created using this command, which I'll quickly show you. We have used ng new template command and a folder is being created. And now we are inside the folder. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the npm start. It is internally going to use ng serve, a command. I'm keeping it no. So wait for a while. It's going to build, and you can see within this it's been served. So we have our app running without using AI. So at this point of time, we haven't used any AI tools. So with this, you can see I'm not going to discuss in detail each and everything over here, but just to quickly let you know about the Angular. The index file is there, and inside that app root, we'll be discussing those in detail in another video. But at this point of time, my objective is to use AI or showcase AI along with like without AI. So let's just open VS Code again. And this time I'm opening Claude. Let it just open. For the sake, let me ask which, and even I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use, there's a tool called Whisper Flow I'll be using. I won't be even typing anything. So let's just have this, bring it up. Just wait a minute. Uh, Let me just stop this server. I'm stopping this. So let me just go to this. Whisper Flow is still not show up. Let's just open this up. Okay. So Let me just click it up. Okay, which model are you using? Let me just ask Claude Code. I'm not typing a single word. I am using my voice to get this generated, and then I'll be using it within the. This is somewhat I would call is more of an automation mode instead of AI, because I will try to use the automation mode first, and then you will get a context how you can use effectively AI for your things. So it's still taking a while, and it just says that it's using OpenAI GPTOS free model. So let me just ask it, try navigating to a folder within C drive, inside that WF folder, and then GitHub, and then Angular. So I'm asking, let me just remove this. So I've asked the tool to navigate to a folder where I'm already like navigated. So let's see. Okay. So it says this. Let's see. Even it shows like our other project that we have created without AI. So it's again there as well. So what I'm going to ask it now. So I'll be asking. So let's just allow this batch. No, I don't want to list other things. So tool have been interrupted. So what I need to do now, I'll be seeking those commands which I've already run. So I'll ask it to install the CLI. So install the Angular CLI globally using npm. So let's see what it does. I am just trying to automate those commands instead of just instructing it to build an entire application on its own. I'm not going to do that, because this way I will not be able to grasp what it have done and what things it have like executed behind the scene. So I can't automate the things on my own. So this is the reason I am giving it a try. So let's just see what it does and how it does. So what it says, like it's thinking and it's asking me to run. Let's see what it actually happens. Think it's thinking. Uh, that was like installation was there. AutoStore. Have you run the command? So do let me know. So let's just say yes. If it's going to run it or not. So you can see I haven't typed anything, but I have asked it to run this Angular CLI globally, and it's come up with a similar command. You can see this command is there, and I haven't typed anything or said anything. So it's now running this npm install -g at Angular CLI. So let's see if it works or not. And still, we have our Angular CLI installed globally, but I just want AI to do it, because moving forward, we will be asking the CLI to do this. So now it's asking again, you can see further down the road what we have done manually using like ng version. So it's asking me. So I'm allowing it to do the ng version, and let's see what it brings up with. And let's see how things are going to move forward. So you can see the ng version is being run. So you can see the Angular CLI 21.29, which we have seen again in the other one. If I can quickly go, uh, this terminal was closed. So let me just use those commands. So you can see manually when we have run, we were like having 21.29. And over here again the Claude is telling us the same thing. So we have run, still we haven't created the project. So now it's time to run. So let me just ask within the folder, like see, let me just try it again. Let me just clear it up. Within the folder where you are, the Angular folder, try creating a new project using ng new command and name it Angular dash with dash AI. So you can see I have written like within the folder where you are in the Angular folder, try because I want it to create within the same Angular folder. Let's see what it does because sometimes AI doesn't perform the actual thing. So you can see by saying this, it identified that I want this inside this folder. Otherwise, at times it usually does within the users folder. So you can see the command is a bit different. It's using the ng new, but it's using a full path like C, WF, then Angular, and over here Angular dash VI. So it's saying like skip this. So let's see if I can remove this. So I just want this command. So I've removed that and now I'm going to run. Let's see if it's run that way or not. So, and it should have created within the same, but seems like it haven't created it. So what it's saying, so within this, it wants me to create. I'm trying to skip those and let's see if it works. Yes, and let's see what happens. Because when you are using AI at times does things on its own and it's on its own context. So it's like riding a very fast horse. So if you let that wander, so it will go on its own. So you have to steer the direction of the AI. You can't let the AI think on its own and try doing things on its own. Otherwise, it will land you in trouble and you might have no idea where you have been like landed. So this is the reason I'm suggesting to have a, you can see like over here, a project with Angular with AI is being created. So let's just try opening it over here. Once I open it, this Claude window might get closed. So let me just try open the folder over here. Now let me just go within the GitHub Angular. And now this with AI is going to be the folder. Let me just select this folder and I need to get a session again because that session has been closed. No worries. So still we know that we are able to achieve this project. So now let me ask it, build this project and show me the server URL to navigate and open the project. So let me just see, build the project and show me the server URL. So I'm asking the Claude to do this and let's see what happens. So it should try running. I haven't mentioned how you are going to run because if we are going to do it manually, we should have used npm start, but I haven't instructed it. So let's see how it figures it out, like how it's going to run the project or not. So let's just see. So you can see it is using npm install. So let's just try running some dependencies and the like modules. So it sees that it's updated. Now see what it's going to run uh, further down the road. So you can see now it's come up with the same command which we were doing manually over here, npm start. So let me just run this npm start. And you can see if I can quickly show you things side by side, like without AI, somewhat similar, same modules, public URL and a source have been like created, and over here it's somewhat similar. And it has created, let's just see if it brings a server URL. I am anticipating a server URL to be brought up. So let me just ask, share with me the server URL if you have started the server. So let's see what it's come up with. And if I just expand this, so you can see we have already run. Let me just try opening it up. So you can see this time it's Angular with AI, because without AI, the server we have already closed that. I don't think okay, so it's already the same port, but it's with AI. So this one is being served. So I'll be keeping it here. This was the very start of telling you, or like showcasing you how to change your mental model. Like if you want to learn something, how you can shift your learning style. Because I personally feel very lost at figuring it out how I can effectively use AI. So if you are feeling in a somewhat similar manner, so you can follow along with me. I'll be showcasing you how I do things manually, and then I'll be doing the same things using AI. And this will help you learn both the AI tools as well, and you will be mastering the framework as well as the language. And I'll be showcasing you what are the different components are, how signals are going to work in Angular, and everything. And moving along, we'll be building a small app as well, which will be building manually as well as using the AI. So if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe the channel. I'll be sharing somewhat similar videos on Angular and .NET in upcoming days. Thanks for watching. Bye.